Hello and welcome to Extra Time Podcast, Zambia's premium sports podcast, and I'm your host, Kapasa Wakapasa. Now today, I've got a big name in Zambian football here with me, the legend, the top man. He's played the game, he's coached the game, and is now managing the game. I have with me the one and only Vesper Janza. Coach, welcome to Extra Time.
Thank you, Kapasa. It's nice to be here, and I'm happy that you've called me for nothing else apart from football, of course.
The beautiful game, Coach, the beautiful game.
Yes.
And speaking of football, Coach, how did the household name Janza find itself in Zambian football? Tell us about where you're coming from up to where you are in a bit.
Beautiful. Janza, who was one of Janza's sons that has played football on the highest level, of course, was brought up in Charleston Police Camp. My father was a cop. I think we entered in that police camp in 1977. Mm-hmm. And then we went to school at Charleston Primary School, where I was also playing football, and I was being identified when I was still in grade 7.
Lovely.
Yes, there was a team called Building Society. They saw me, of course, playing football at the primary level, because at that time, football started into the primaries and the secondaries, and it went on. Janza Vesper, who is myself, went on to a secondary school in Choma, which is the Skalongo Secondary School. It's almost 45 kilometers from Choma town, in the bush.
All right.
In the bush, that's where I went to school from grade 8 until I finished in grade 12. It was not an easy journey for me, especially in football. Of course, I started it as early as young as I was. If you can recall, I talked about grade 6, grade 7.
Yeah.
And then when I went on to grade 8, a team identified a talented player like me, which is Zamko Diggers, Mwamba Coal Mine at that time.
Yes.
And it was a company that sponsored me from grade 8 until grade 12. They used to come and pick me for the games. At times, they would pick me on Wednesday. I joined the team there. Sometimes they pick me on Friday when they have games in Lusaka. And my contribution to the team, I think, was marvelous.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Schoolboy International.
So the community there, I was one of the Kalusha warriors of Southern Province.
Aha.
Yeah, so that time, football in schools, it was well known.
Yeah.
As I'm coming from a Schoolboy International. Yes, which is not there, of course, today.
That was
the
nice.
Janza itself, yes, went on, and we have, of course, Honor Janza.
Yes.
He also played, and he was at Charleston Primary School before he went to Bolokoso Secondary School, where he finished his grade 12. Zesco saw him, and he played for Zesco. I'm sure before joining Zesco, he went to Mfulira. He joined Mfulira Wanderers. That time, Mfulira Wanderers, when they had, a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the Tenant Chilumbas, his colleagues, Joe Walia, that time, those are the people that might. They had the reserve team that could also play like the other team, which they had Melu.
And do pretty well.
Yes. So that's the team which Honor joined. And then he went on to Zesco, and he performed as a player. And as a coach, he became a coach who even won Coca-Cola Cup, if I remember at the time, when he was the team was in Division 1.
Awesome.
Yes. So that's how the Janza name is. We also have Manchi Janza, of course. He's a coach.
Yes.
I coached him. Of course, when we had the Janza Academy, which was one of the first academies to start from a former footballer like me.
Lovely.
And I had a chance to go and play in Europe, where
Lovely.
we went for almost 3-4 times. And the players among that time were Owen Kaposa, who is also now a coach.
So it's been about sowing the seed, not so.
Yeah, of course, this thing, we want to go on and on so that we can also, maybe other families can also join into. Because today we are talking about lacking of ABCD, of maybe it's not striking. We don't have people that are scoring more goals, whatever. But we are there as the Janza family to give back to the community.
Yeah.
At any time when they call us. I played football.
Fantastic.
Today I'm a coach. I was one of the first Zambian to go and play Chinese League. I was one of the first in the Southern Africa to go and play Chinese League.
Wow.
Yes. So at that time, it gives me a lot of courage that I have a passion in football. I dream it. I eat it. I can anything.
Breathe it all together.
Yes. So the Janza name, it went on. I was picked out of 380 that were rebuilding the national team.
That was in 1993.
That was in 1993 when we lost our colleagues.
Okay.
They saw me before they left, they were training in Mamba. I was training with them. And when they left, that's the time I think my name was picked because I was part of the team training with them.
Okay.
Because the other players were in Europe. I remember Debbie McKincar, they had gone to should be Liverpool at that time.
Okay.
So they were almost joining the team when I think 3 to 4 days before they left.
Okay.
So I was part of that team. So that team out of 380, the only one, I think the only number they were looking for was 60.
Yeah.
60, which we went to Denmark, I think for some 2-3 weeks. We came back. Then they said, you are going out now to Europe for about 3 months.
Yes.
To go and make sure the team is rebuilt until where we left it. We did that. I was part of the team, a 30-man squad, which went to Europe. We started with London. That was the first stop that we played at 3 games. Then we went to France. From France, we went to Holland. That's where we met now Ajax. Yeah. I was happy that time when I went to Ajax, I met one of the managers who talked to me about the way they are doing it, the academies, and that's how I learned about academies.
And you're able to get now that knowledge to bring it back into Zambia. And that was so amazing, Coach. And from what you have said, we see here that you've played the game at different levels and you've been involved further as coach, dealing with academies and administering. Now, how would some people say, Bola Kalevatea. You hear that statement. What's your comment on that? How would you describe the level of Zambian football currently compared to back then?
Yeah, it's I don't know how we can talk about it, because even my son, sometimes I will wake him up to say, I know I'm going for a road run. Are you not joining? Daddy, me road run. It's like for them, it's a punishment. But for me, it's still there. I wake up around 4:30 for an exercise. I can go for a road run, a road walk. I can do it just at home. Sometimes you find that even the same guys, my son or my daughter, they are sleeping. For me to reach where I am today, I used to admire my friends.
Okay.
Because I had friends that raised into the national team when I was still playing with them.
Okay.
Owen Imbeo.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was with Nkwazi at that time. Out of our friends, he was one of the guys who was picked. And when he was picked, played for Nkwazi 2-3 games, he was called to the national team. Of course, the first call out was for the under-20. Yeah. Yes, there was Martin Nkoma also, who used to play for now NAPSA, Prof and Warriors. Yeah. Yes, and some of our colleagues who are now late, because some of the guys who were with the national team, Bomber Patrick. We
Yes.
used to be, we were raised together with him.
Yeah.
So it was like, my friend is doing this. So like, just to answer your question, and how we can help our children to maybe take it from us, not just because nyakudala, benze kuchita bwanja, no. The workout for yourself before the coach is more important.
Okay.
Me, I used to take it on my own. I can go for the hills, I run on my own, maybe for 30 or 1 hour. And then I go back home. I'll find that my friends that didn't go for a training, some were drinking.
Yeah.
Even my first call out to the national team, the games were on risk. They canceled the games because of what happened.
Yes.
My friends were busy drinking. The first day I was being called, I came from a road run. My chairman came, I was with Zamco Diggers.
Yeah.
That time I was called to the national team. I was in Division 1.
Okay.
Yes. And the Division 1, that's how we managed even to join the national team. So today, as we are speaking, we don't have players who are coming from Division 1, national division. Why? It's the same thing that we are talking about. If they can't work on their own before the coach, then we have problems.
Okay.
I used to do it sometimes in the playing field. I'll get the ball before the coach comes. I'll be playing with the ball. Say the shooting, or I'll call. May he so rest in peace, Shaik Mwenda. That time he came and joined the Zamshu. I was using him for headers, and it used to work for me.
So that would be just the two of you putting in extra time to train.
Yes, and this is how now we've lost it. If you can see some of these clubs that you can follow them, you go with them even maybe outside the country. You wake up for a workout, they will be sleeping until breakfast. You will not see any player going around maybe too. The only people we see jogging this time are old people because of diabetes and whatever. But we need that before you approach your coach. Because your coach there, these guys have a plan for the team to win. It's the results.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you look at today, for example, Numba, you go to Numba and tell him, no, I've brought you this player. I think you can teach him ABC. He will tell you, I've got no time.
I've got no time to start to teach an individual.
Let them go back to the academies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, coach, some might argue, like the young players of today will say times have changed from how you were spending time jogging, putting in extra hours. But now there's this issue of technology. We're in technological era, and some people are complaining that players spend more time on social media. They are worried about taking selfies, about what PlayStation console is there, etc., etc. What's your comment? Is social media a nuisance now to players' development?
Yeah, I think we need to seriously address that one, because I've talked about self-training before I meet my coach. Now it has gone to phones. You are on phone instead of you maybe having your own training, and maybe you can, we've seen some of the players that are still playing now. Ronaldo, you check on him. Sometimes he will show himself training. After training himself, he goes in a swimming pool. After a swimming pool, he goes maybe have a bath, and then he will do other things. You know. But for our players, you can imagine, I saw something, I think the last game we played, our top good player posting himself with chickens.
What do you mean chickens, coach?
Yeah, he posted that he's keeping chickens, and after the game we lost with Morocco, I just want to mention them, but it was there.
And this is...
So you find that even at that same game, after the game, I saw, of course, we talk about it because these are the things affecting we coaches. Yeah. Because you can't have players they've lost and then they are drinking more than the supporters.
Like there's not that commitment. Eh?
Yeah. So such needs to be looked at. You find that players are going for training with phones. It's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
No. If you are in camp, phones is out. you need to be focused with the game.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have a serious game. What are we talking about? You know, it used to be easy for us, I think, because sometimes we could find ourselves seated, maybe 6, 7 of us, talking about the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Of course, we had games like, in Ghana. Of course, we used to, sometimes we even failed to eat.
as I'm sure.
And in Ghana, when we were meeting in Ghana, it used to be, sometimes I go for a road run in the morning at a flyover bridge there near Kamwala.
Yeah.
Buses will be passing, they insult you. You see, Ghana is coming. Yeah, you use juju, you use what? Yeah. But my juju was training myself, not involving my coach. Before I go there, I go for my own road run, and whatever I was doing, I used to make sure that when I meet in Ghana, I know there are players that, you know, they used to pick almost 10 of them to the national team.
Yeah.
And when they come, they want to make sure it's business.
Yes.
It's business. People would ask why Nkana was winning. They had players that had the heart, and they were not getting it from the coach. They were for themselves. Gentile, if you are in Kitwe, you find him, he's on a road run. Tomorrow you have a game, and he's sweating.
Yeah, but this time you find someone is on TikTok.
Yeah, they are busy on the phones. So
making funny videos and sharing, checking the numbers.
Yeah, and they are busy posting. And I think on this one, our players should change.
Yeah.
And because you can even, when they have a game tomorrow, he's posting himself.
Yeah.
You know, there are things can just change before the game. You have a bad news because of the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is why we need to change, especially the national teams from under 17 to the men national team, including the girls national team. You saw what was happening even when they went to the World Cup. Was it the World Cup? Yeah. But they play. They start posting themselves even before the other game comes on.
This is the WAFCON, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. So we need to change.
Do you know, Coach, some people would say the game against Nigeria, before kickoff, the Copper Queens had won it on social media. Yeah. They had already qualified to next round because, look, we are doing fine. And then before we realize it, 5.
Yeah. So we need to change. And what I've seen for me is that some of the teams, we have put young coaches to coach these teams. Mm-hmm. You know, it's okay. Yes, they can coach, but you should also look at the parental guide.
Okay.
Yes, because for me, I will look at the age of my coach. Who is this person coaching me? You know, this one I'm talking about the experience that I've seen. I've gone to Europe with the academy for about 4 or 5 times. Mm-hmm. And the teams I was watching, under 12 and under 16. And that is where football starts from. 12, 16, 17. So who is coaching these guys? It's an old person, even failing to walk. Why? He's an old person. His voice will be heard.
It's a father figure.
Yes. But for us, if you look at some of the coaches we bring into the national teams, managers who are managing these teams, check on them. Not only the national team, but even where they are coming from.
The clubs.
Because the football, for us to be complaining about the game today, is the clubs. Where are these guys coming from? Yeah. He's been called to the national team. What is he putting in? What has he come with so that he can change the national team? The discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the manager. Oh, guys, today, no phones. Who is this telling us no phones?
Yeah.
Yes. But if someone just comes there, no, what is he telling us?
Yeah.
Give a fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because if you make a mistake in the dining room, your dressing is different to what we've planned, that when we go to the dining, this is what we are going to do. After eating, you wait until everyone will finish eating. But today I've watched, I've gone there, he eats, you stand, you go. No. Yeah. You start it as a team, finish it as a team.
So, Coach, what you're saying then is that we need older coaches. At what point can we say that this coach is ready to take a team of his own? Because we've got so many who have studied Kafshani, and there are many programs being done by the Football Association. But at what point can we say that yes, this one can be a father figure and can take a club?
A club or a national team?
Let's go to club first.
Okay. A club, yes, because of the license that I have. If I have CAF C, CAF B, CAF A plus, and then I qualify myself to be a coach who can coach any team, being the national or the local league. Yes, if you've seen, for our times, we had our coaches were big, of course, in terms of age. Yeah. For example, Jones Chilengi.
And even the name.
Yes, the names. Look at Dick Chama, Zomunjovu.
Wafiashi.
Yes. Look at Godfrey Yuka Chitalu.
Yeah.
Alex Chola. You know, Yuka just calling you. Me, that Yuka Godfrey Chitalu followed me at Skalongo Secondary School in the village. When they saw him, it was standstill, including the classes and the villagers.
Yes.
This man, you know. So such coaches were motivating us because I watched Yuka play, and he was very, very good. Scoring, dribbling, Patrick Peary, all those people, all those old people that we used to watch and support. They coached us.
So we don't have
Fred
those
Muira.
Those big names in our coaching fraternity.
Nowadays, it's
my guys.
Yeah.
You know, Coach, you've mentioned something which I found quite interesting. You mentioned to say your juju was exercise.
Yeah.
And there's always this question which goes, is there juju in football? Yes or no? Is there, or does it work? Have you seen it? Or have you seen somebody, or what's the weirdest practice that you have seen maybe a player perform?
With the juju?
First, is it there? Does it work in our game? Mwadiba juju momo bakale. Maybe.
You know, it started with your team Nkana. Nkana.
Juju?
Of course, people like awe bankana bala bomfyo muti nga wayam kujoina bankana bala kufumya irino. Yes, that's how it was. Then bankana nga baselula bola bala yuma nga mwai kumyamo bale mi win a thing. So kuireka. So some teams were Isaiah wala toloka anchukuli keeper. Numba keeper ala chitashani. He's just come from the final man now. Mind games. You know, juju, people talk about it. I remember it should be the first time I was picked at school in the team where we had the big people. Harrison Miambo, I think if you remember, he joined the Concola Braids.
Yeah,
those were big guys that were at the Samco Diggers.
Yeah.
So I was one of the youngest guy in the team. So they picked me. We reached somewhere in the bush near Batoka there. They parked.
Yeah.
So me, maybe it's just a Tunda station. Of course, people want to go and whip.
Yeah.
So I just saw people going out, coming in, and then blood started smelling, you know. So they were going to, I don't know what they were doing there. So now Harrison came. Yo, much? Walichwa bola? I said, yes. Walichwa village tikapa? I said, we shifishi. And then he went back at, mulekeni fe machi, uyata, pale fe shive, tieni fe. And then they went on. So me, I was not touched.
What were they doing?
They were the juju thing, cutting.
They're cutting themselves.
So you can imagine in Embo, more bassy, and then blood is smelling. So you are not even comfortable. Whatever. I said, anyway, it's food.
Yeah.
We went on. We were playing Concola Braids.
Yeah.
First half, 0-0. Second half, they introduced me 20 minutes before the end of the game. I scored 2 goals. And we won 2-0.
Without doing
the juju thing. So for me, I think from childhood, I don't know about the juju doing, yeah.
So it's mostly mind games.
Yeah, it's just something that people talk about. Some they use it. I don't know how it is helping them. Yeah, because we had players that you could not even touch his bag, even at the national level. You just leave it. If you find it, leave it. Webich Kavala will not allow you to touch his bag. If Chavala will not allow you to touch his bag.
Why?
So we didn't know what was in the bag. Because the bag will be full, it will go back full. So whatever was in the bag, so juju, yeah, people talk about it, and some they use it, because I've seen even the times that I've stopped playing football. Of course, I've gone with Zesco United. We on the Continental Games. I've seen that when you go into dressing rooms to check what is there, you find that they've put different things in the dressing room, you know? Yeah, just sometimes maybe to play on your mind. Your mind, to say, no, let's try to do this. And even in the local league, it used to happen. We had the late Shaik Mwenda. You say, no, we are playing our Boniface Simto. Let me do this. He gets his like a wizard, and then you tie it, what. He throws it in the dressing room. They refuse to enter in the dressing room. No, never be careful. What. So juju is there, but I don't think it has worked with me. I've played football in China, not that I was using juju. I've played in South Africa with vets, not that I was using juju. And I've played in the local league. I've never used, but I've seen other people using it. So it doesn't even help. With those that are using it, I think they're just wasting their time. You know, I've tried to search on the people that used to, those who are using juju. If you see them today, the way they walk, like they are old people. So they're affected with the same juju. That is how their legs now are dead. They can't even play madalas, you know.
Those practice. If you are check. Yes. Number coach, apart from juju, long time ago there was the issue of performance enhancing. Iwange, kubaida. First of all, yes, it used to happen before this doping tests were really upped. How was it? What's your comment there?
You know, kwati timu idia ya Freedom Gabon. I think kutna landa vyatlim before 4 or 5 tabale pepe.
Okay.
Yes. Yale bomba somehow bambale ba savage. Kairi filia bambi fila babombera bambita fibomba.
Okay.
That's why bambebo wale monati file babombera. They continued using it.
Okay.
Started kuma primary schools, secondary schools.
Primary.
They were smoking. Yes, Zamshwa Football Club. 3 quarters were smoking.
Okay.
Yes. And sometimes the coach will even come, Tamuleya. Because he knows that these guys, when they are mad, that's when he needs you. So some, it was working. Some of them, it was not. Even today, as we are talking, there are some that are using it. It's working for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your endurance,
everything. You are mad. You're not yourself. What you want, you know, we had Joel Kabemba, the late, if you remember, the Congolese.
Yes, he was a strike partner, not so?
He was my partner, yes, when we number 9, number 10. He will tell you that, if I haven't smoked, then I'm not in the mood. So even the coach will allow him, go and smoke. White Mbewe, the late.
Yes, very sharp.
Yes, very good striker.
Yeah. If
you didn't smoke that day, then you have issues until you please, White, have time to go and smoke. Yeah. So we had players like that when it comes to smoking, if they haven't smoked that day, they have difficulties in playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, it's good now that there's fair competition for everyone. Not others have got that advantage of performance enhancement. Not so.
Yeah. You know, I remember there was a game that everyone wanted, we want to see him today.
Yeah.
Yes. I was with Zamco Diggers. We were playing Kawa Warriors in
Okay.
Kawe.
Lalwe.
That was the first game Timothy Mwitwa came back from his professional whatever.
Czechoslovakia?
Yes. The stadium was full. And the messages we were getting were, we were meeting buses going to Kawe.
Yeah.
We reached where we were having lunch. I remember Tenant Chirumba came. He was not in the team. You can imagine that time.
Tenant failed to
Tenant
make the
Chirumba
squad.
not even in the team. He came, we were eating, so he came, you guys, hey, you are okay? I said, no, we are fine. Ingawa balikuisa. Kufaya kutufuli ngaira tuamonika bati they were together with maybe Mgaiwa. You can imagine maybe Mgaiwa, Tenant Chirumba. They were not part of that
those guys.
Yes. So it means they are the very strong team, Kawa Warriors, that day.
Yeah.
And everyone depended on me because at that time I was also on peak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the time I smoked weed.
Yeah.
I came like I'm mad.
That game,
we lost 2-0, but we were told you are going to lose 11-0. But even the goals that they scored us, of course, we cried foul. The other one was a penalty, but it was a good game.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I really played a very good game that day. And that's the time now Warriors started looking for me.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Coach, many people really admired that Zamshore side. You're very, very strong. And firstly, the way that you came with a bang, Coach Chilengi, and you were firing all cylinders. There was the Sydney Mwambwe at the back, and that whole lineup, Bene Masabola, and so on and so forth. Maybe tell people a little bit about that camp, just by answering this question then, about the characters in there. Who was the leader of that team in the camp? Who was that guy who, this one will carry the team?
Yeah, thanks. I remember that time we had, of course, White Mbewe.
Yeah.
The first time I joined Zamshu, White Mbewe, I trained with them, and then he called me at halftime. He said, You know what? You're a good player. If you can dribble 2-3 players, you're a good player. So stop passing one touch. You're a new player. So keep it. If you can dribble. If you can score, you score. Don't wait for anyone to tell you to do what you are supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So we had the Andrew Tembo, who was at least almost every time he was being called to the national team.
Yeah.
So now the motivation to us that if him can be called, then we can also be called to the national team.
Yeah.
And he used to encourage us to say, guys, you are good players. You can also play to the national team, just the way we play. And what brought Zamshore together was that we were like brothers.
Yeah.
Before the game we meet, we talk about it. Even before training we would meet, we talk about it.
Yeah.
And the encouragement that we were getting from our coach, John Chilengi, he was a coach that played for the national team. And when, he was the captain.
Yes.
So you find that there was a time that Kalusha Waria would come for his call out as a professional. So he would stop at Zamshore there before he goes to Barclays. Barclays, that's where he used to train from. Yeah. So Kalusha would come, he would remove dollars, give Chilengi.
Yeah.
Coach, then Chilengi would come to us to say, this is not medicine. Temuti uyu. Temuti kubombesha.
Yeah.
Kukwata dollar. So if you want to have this dollar, work hard. Yeah. Not him where you say, Andrew Tembo, Balei, national team, or the airport, Andrew Tembo. Make your own money.
Yes.
Don't start following Abanove. Bali mukampu wa national team, na mukumona Elijah Litan, na mukumona nani, Eston Mlenga. No. You should be there, part of that team. Yeah. So our coach also encouraged us to make sure that one day we should be there. Because I remember the time when we played in Ghana. He just told us to say, today we are beating Ghana. The first time we beat Ghana at Ghana Stadium there. He said we are beating them.
Okay. What was that? What was that like?
Yeah, there was too much motivation, I think, coming from him. because he told us, when you are in Kitwe, heads up. Don't look down.
Yeah.
We are playing Ghana. Those players are just like you guys. Their names, you can also make a name out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, and we just said, okay, what coach is telling us is true. We can. And we managed. That game was a tough game. Rain came, we were leading 1-0. And it started raining. It was not a rain season. But the rains
Juju?
came. Heavy rain. You could think maybe it was Juju or whatever. But the rain came, and then it almost like disturbing. But we kept on until we scored the second goal, 2-0.
Okay.
Kapambwe Mlenga came almost the finish, last minutes of the game. He scored 2-1.
Yeah.
That is the time that we started beating big teams like in Ghana.
And you had that belief.
And then now we had that courage that we can play any team.
Yeah.
And Zamshua was a team now that started playing continental. You remember we went to Mozambique, we played with Ferevalo. We went on, we played with Mogatsane in Botswana. We went on Cameroon, we played with some teams in Cameroon. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is how far Zamshua had gone. And in terms of working together, we had the same language that we used to talk. We used to be in one room, a room that you can just be talking. Some are smoking, some are drinking drinks, Coca-Cola, Fanta. The coach will buy you drinks, 2 crates of drinks.
That was pre-match.
Before the game, Tomorrow you have the game, like after the training, he will bring drinks. Sometimes you say, okay, today we have a Coca-Cola game. The winners will get Coca-Cola. The losers, no Coca-Cola.
That's like a training game.
Yeah, just like a training game, like a small game. And you find that you are stepping on your friends like it's a real game.
It was very big character in that team, Coach Chilengi, and just as a coach altogether. And which brings me, Coach, do you think, what in your opinion, let me put it like this. Do you think Zambian coaches are ready to take up Chipolo Polo? Or do we still need expatriates to take the mantle?
Being a coach, been in coaching for years now, and looking at the way we are treating our local coaches, I don't know how I can put it, but it's not fair, because we'll talk of Bruce Mwabe. Okay. Where's Bruce Mwabe? Okay. Yeah. And then these local coaches, we had our local coaches who used to coach the national team.
Yeah.
Until they perished with the team. Yuka Godfrey Chitala, Alex Chola, Simwala, Samuel Zumunjo. Those big names. They coached the Zambia national team. Took Zambia national team to higher heights. You see, our local.
Zoom beat Italy.
Yeah. So today we say, okay, not a local coach, but we look outside, a Muzungu or whoever. Let's invest in our coaches before we start looking at these other guys who are coming in.
Yeah.
We have the material of the coaches that we have today. It's only that in Zambia, I don't know how we take things. I don't know whether it's jealousy or what. Let these coaches be trained to a level that we cannot start spending money and getting other expatriates to come and coach our team. Give them good money. Give them what you give the Muzungus when they come here. And then tell them to give you results. We can't fail. We are failing because it's starting from the top.
Okay.
Yes. Football results, it's not about the coach, the players. It's from the top. What are they doing?
Yeah.
So they should take care of these coaches that we have today. We have coaches that are still young. We'll talk of Masauso. We'll talk of Perry. We'll talk of Manchi Janza. Those are still upcoming.
Yeah.
There was a time when Ona Janza was doing fine.
Yeah.
He was not like, he didn't do well. He qualified the team.
Yeah.
This qualification that we are talking about, he qualified it.
Yes.
But people talked until, where is the guy? He's not there.
So we want an expatriate.
Yes, you want the Muzungu. These guys are there. Rwandamina is there. It's not that he's a bad coach. He's still coaching. We have Agret Yangi. He's still coaching. We have Linus Makwaza. He's there. He's never been called to any of the national team. We have Happis Chikolo. He's there. He can be coaching under or whatever teams. But he's silent. So for the local coaches, it will be easy to come our player.
Yes.
You may find that we have difficulties between the Muzungu and our players.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the football is mathematics. When mathematics is not working into our players, then we have a problem with the teacher.
Okay.
Yes, so yes, they can come, but what have we, apart from the Africa Cup, which we won with the other Mzungu, we can also win it with our own local coaches.
Yes.
Take them to school. There are courses that are today, even Ona Janza, is in Tanzania, he's doing A+, teaching there. Who is our own? Bring Ona here so that he should start doing those things. We've never had any license here in Zambia because we have no person who can train the coaches here.
Okay.
We have him. Why are they using him? Then it means he's a good guy.
They've seen something.
Yes, they've seen something in him. So the local, let's give them money. Let's tell them what to do. We are going to pay you like this so that you give good results for our national team.
Yes.
Because the head of the national team for the men is the head, even to the tail.
Yes.
There, under 17, must be checking. We speak one language.
Yeah.
Today, we are talking about Morocco. They've already qualified.
Yeah.
When they qualified? They qualified in 1999. That's the last time I was in Morocco. In 1999, Morocco started building stadiums.
Invested.
Today, Google, you check, you find that Morocco is one of the best.
Yeah.
Any meetings that you want to hold, FIFA, CAF, whatever, any Africa, World Cup, whatever, it's in Morocco.
They invested.
They invested. So where we are talking about coaches. Let's invest into coaches so that in future, in the next 10, or in the next 5 years, 2030, 20 whatever, we'll have good results for our national teams because we have invested.
Yeah.
But if we are not investing in our local coaches and give them good money, then we are not going anywhere. It will be just, no. We want good results. These supporters, you see, they cry every day. It's results.
Finish.
Yeah.
And then, Coach, also speaking about coaches and investing in coaches, what's your comment about the security of coaches at clubs? Coaches will stay a couple of games, things don't go well. Are coaches protected? Are coaches just taken through what? Maybe they are not negotiating contracts. Why are they not secure in these jobs? Muma clubs. What's happening?
Problems in clubs. Now if we're in coaches, when we are signing this contract, let's check on the contract. What type of a contract am I signing? In contracting about 2-3 games in Alusa, where is it taking me? Bambiama coach to sign a firma contract because nizesco because nizanako nabalanda I'll be getting with 90 pin. No, it's not about that. It's the future of you, the coach.
Yeah.
So we coaches should make sure that these contracts that we are signing are real contracts that will help us in future. When they chase me, what time do they chase me? Look at the contract for our national team coach. Everyone is asking.
Yeah.
When is it coming to an? When is it? When is it? So they should ask him, how do you sign your contract? Because some friends of ours, they just go and start work even without touching a pen. If we win a league, and then they will tell you to win the league, who are our leaders. Go and win the league. You have 5 footballs. Go and win the league. Player Mabutsi, they are torn. Chan, fin tutafiri win. prepare. It's just like I gave an example on Morocco.
Yeah.
Morocco, even when they came to players, they had everything. They had all the machinery, whatever they want to use. They analyze a player who is our player in the dressing room as if he's in their dressing room. Big television.
They analyze your player.
They are analyzing our player. I was just peeping. I said, hey, we can't reach them. By far. Even beating them, we are just disturbing them. Let's invest. Invest in our players, invest in our coaches, invest even in these guys who are managing the games.
Yeah.
Because some of them, yes, they have a passion. Some of them, they just have love of the game. Why? Just to eat.
Yeah.
No. Me, when I formed the Janza Academy that time, it was the first time I was called by the Swedish embassy. You are the owner of this club. I said, yes. What is your plan? I said, what I'm planning that one day we take this team to Europe so that these boys can start, it's a good motivation, whatever.
Yes.
They called me and they gave me money. That time, so it was about 70 million.
Okay, that's good support.
Take your team to Sweden. And we managed. We went to Sweden. Of course, we had some other issues. You have to pay for your accommodation, whatever. But we managed. Yeah. We came back. They called me. You managed? Yes. They gave me again. You go. Yeah. You see? So it's something that is in you as a person that is running football. Mm-hmm. Don't rush for money. This is why you find that people say, a player. No. If there are people who are doing that, let them stop.
Yeah. What do you mean, Balabalile Mpia? Like, does it happen that maybe an administrator or a coach, they say, okay, ngawa saina ku club buku, nala kwatamo something, or ngawa fola? Does that happen?
Okay, Fimbi, player havene sometimes balalanda. No, balenje bati ngana chita so nchite so. Even some of the players that we are signing, we have to be very careful because we are signing players that mpakandium.
Yeah.
If we can be getting these players on merit, we say, there's a good player coming from Cameroon, a good player coming from, and you can see that, for real, he's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something when I was with the Zesco executive.
Yeah.
There were some of the players that were coming just because other people, of course, would want to take advantage of it,
Yeah.
So the other guy had sent a picture of a different player. So, look at that player is the one that we are talking about. Blah, 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 blah. So I said, but why? There's, the face is different.
Yeah.
So the guy thought I would not.
You won't notice.
Yeah. So I said, no, this deal, no. Because you have seen you are trying to play tricks on us.
Wow.
So such things happen. So we just have to be very careful, especially those people that are into managing the name of the game. Yeah.
And speaking of which, nowadays you find first training Kukuma goals, coach. You were prolific. You would you'd score so many goals in a season. You'd score with your head, with your feet, and you were amazing. I must give that to you. And just your crop of players that time. But this time, that quite goals in our football. We are struggling. You go for a match, maybe a team will have only 2 shots on target. If it's the top scorer, they feel kuingisha 12 goals, ngaingisha. Out of those 12, 10 of them are penalties. Where can we get back to those days? Where have we gone wrong? Why are we not having goals in our league?
Yeah, the disease.
Yes.
I think now we'll just call it a disease. Because we are failing to score more than 20 goals in 34 games.
34 games.
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
So it means we are lacking somewhere. Yes, today we are trying to improve it by bringing in a strikers coach, which I don't know if it will work, but that one for me, I think it can work because looking at the players of nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I think there was a time that I used to take it personal sometimes. Because I would sometimes my colleagues would look at me, "Anomba ulelila no kulila." Yes,
If you
this
didn't
is
score,
money.
you'd cry.
This is money. Ulelila no kulila, we are down. I said, you. And then Chakwika, they just say, "Oh, okay, let me show him."
Yeah.
Because I used to dribble. Of course, yes, I can dribble until the keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was taking it personal. So sometimes I will not look at what my coach is saying, whatever. I'm mad. I just want to get a goal.
Yeah.
Because for me, it was a game, a goal.
Yeah.
If I don't score 1, 2, or a hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one started from primary school, secondary school. And the different names were being given by me. Yeah, even when I was primary, secondary school, until I came to join Zamshua, I was being given another name. When I was at school, I was being called Azizi. Yeah, I came to join Zamshu. They gave me another name. You are Rai, you are Masinga. You are... Each game they used to give me names because of the goals that I used to score.
Yeah.
So they will look at the goals from Europe and the way they are being scored and the way I used to score. Because me, any angle, I used to score.
Well,
overhead kicks, I used to score. Yes. Those ones with Ronaldo, that is what I used to do.
Where are our boys failing at? Why don't we have the goals?
If you look at our boys playing nowadays, you even feel like, you know, sometimes you feel like, let me take him on. He's not a defender. You are Kwevatian. You know, there was a time Kunchanga Rangers, but coach Wanjewa, iwe. Now ule kumaka. So I checked in. Not yes, coach. Now mona. Not yes, coach. Muloleshena foot. Not na mona. Unga kumako. Not our coach.
Motivation.
So na mwebana na ufawa coach efa. Ande kunyanda. I said, oh, then to be a penalty. And I did what the coach was telling me. Mpike, what? He was encouraging me to dribble.
Yeah.
Not at our pela, no, mpike. And I dribbled. Now you win, mpike. Dribbled until the 18. We say either you pass or you score. So players of nowadays, they don't have that heart of saying, look at this crowd which has come. Morocco, Zambia. It's the people to support you. It's the people to motivate you that this is what I can. Let me show them.
Yeah.
So that tomorrow, I'm on the newspaper. People are reading on me.
Munywesh.
Yes. Me, each game I play, I make sure tomorrow I'm on the top of the newspaper. Janza scored 3-4 goals. Janza scored. There was a time, Ona in Zesco United, they were playing Concordia Bridge. He scored 4 goals. Zamshua there, we were playing Ron United. I scored 3 goals, hat-trick. So Janza, you know the Janza came back to Janza. So these players of nowadays, I don't know if with these same phones that we are talking about, whatever they are getting on the phone, because we have the Ronaldo's being shown to say he scored a hat trick. You know, we have Messi to be shown, oh, he scored a what? We have, you know, so I don't know what they are watching.
Supposed to motivate, not so.
Yeah, it should be a motivation that, you know, each league, you know, we had, there was a time when Ifo Chavala used to play as a striker. But very good goalkeeper at the national team. At a time, they even left him the national duty as a keeper. You can imagine in the league, he scored about 14 goals. But he's a goalkeeper.
Okay.
Yes. So wherever he plays inside, he scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, coach, with this problem or with this disease, maybe before we close, what do you think the football, maybe let me ask like this. What do you think FAS should prioritize? Grassroots development or maybe coaching or infrastructure? Where are we? What should we focus on first to get back to where we were?
Let's go back to schools.
Yeah.
I started talking about myself, primary school. I was picked at from primary school, started playing for a team in Division 1, Division 2. Can you imagine that time? School. I went to secondary school where I was being supported by a club.
Yeah.
So it means I was a schoolboy international. I was being called to the national team of schools. We used to travel, go to Malawi, we go to Botswana. So those, I think that is where we can start it from, and it will be easy for us. And then these same schools, they have their own playing field, which if funds can come in, some of the playing field can be, changed into a modern stadium that even other clubs like Division 2, Division 1 can be using them.
Yeah.
They pay to the school. The school can be maintaining that stadium by the same money that people will be paying. Okay. So let's go back to schools. That's where we came from. That's where it starts from. We can't start building players when they reach he's being called Zesco United. You start telling him how to turn, how to do this. Yeah. Yes, we have academies. It's a question of, in these same academies, who are coaching them?
Yeah.
Who is coaching these players that are coming from the academies? Are they qualified? Mm-hmm. That's a question. And that is where now we should make corrections. That let's start it from schools. We have people that can help the schools. We have teachers that are there. We also have the legends who are former footballers that some of them are just seated. They are just doing nothing. Yes, of course, we can't, not every one of us can go and coach in Kwazi, Red Arrows, but they're there. Use them, take them into schools through FAS, because FAS is the owner.
Yeah.
So let FAS sit down, whoever they were sitting down with, ministry, let them talk about it. We are there as legends, former footballers, to help them. We have teachers that can still do that for our young players that are coming up. Okay. Because we cannot leave it only to these academies. We don't know what these academies are offering. Is he a coach, head coach? Is he qualified? What license does he have for him to coach a player that at the national team they are waiting for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So invest in those. And then when we started from schools, I think it will be a walkover for us to have a player who is coming from school. He comes on maybe to the academies where we have trainers that have qualified papers to train these young players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, coach. Yeah. Choose one. This is a small game I'll play with you now.
Yeah.
Choose one. It's just choose one. Mm-hmm. Messi or Ronaldo? Quite quick. Just off your fingertips.
Of course, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, okay. Your favorite goal? From the foot or from the head?
No, from the foot and
from
overhead.
Overhead.
Yeah.
Awesome. Pele or Maradona?
Pele. Why Pele? I'm also being called Pele.
Fantastic. Okocha, Ronaldinho?
Okocha.
Zamshotamanga, Kalampa, at their peak, both of them? Kalampa. Coach, thank you very much. It's been amazing. And the viewers out there, I'm sure have enjoyed this rich, insightful information that you've given us in this engagement. And we thank you very much for coming on to Extra Time, Zambia's premier sports podcast.
Thank you so very much. Thanks for hosting me. I'm very humbled. And please continue so that we can also continue talking about it, because football is ours. It's our game.
Yeah.
And the supporters are there to support us, and they should not stop supporting us. They should continue, especially this game that now we are playing at Levy with Niger. So, yes, we need more support so that
prediction
we can...
in closing, that game prediction.
Yeah, we are beating them 2-0.
2-0.
Yes.
Coach, good luck, Polo Polo.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Blessed day.